So I've been playing around with lighting here. I think I'm just gonna go with torches. Yeah. I'll probably overlay some pictures. I've been playing with some other ideas and concepts for bigger light sources in creative, but as a basic small light source that's pretty easily variable, I think I'll do this. The diorite is of course part of the root system, and we'll probably try to connect that somehow to the larger root network. And the gray concrete is sort of the inner flesh of the mushroom. I think it's cool, it's simple, it's neat, it'll do the job just fine. So in today's episode, at the start here, we have got quite a lot to do. Quite a bot, I don't know how to talk. I did a bit of brainstorming. There's this thing that I like to do to get an idea for what I want to do with an area, and I did that with this one until I just got stumped. And let's hop into the photos and take a peek at what we're going to be doing. So here we have the basic photo, right? This is our island, the little one that we're going to be working on today. Now, first off, I wanted another mushroom hut thing. We're going to replace that mushroom in the top there with one of our custom ones. And by the way, we're going to clear out the entire island of mushrooms and then we're going to start building. So we've got that one there. And then I wanted to play around with this idea of like half mushrooms, right? There's going to be a capless kind of mushroom root popping up out of the ground because maybe the top of it decayed or just was worn away or cut down. And then I think that area in front of the capless mushroom, it's kind of nice. Maybe we could put a river there. And it leads right into that hill, and we can do a tunnel or a grotto or something. Lots of cool stuff we can do there. And now playing into the terrain and that natural lava lake over there, maybe we can do hot springs. And I think it'd be cool to try out some kind of hot springs thing in this world. And so we'll incorporate that. And then next, we add another mushroom. I think one would go very nicely by that hot springs. We can do some cool stuff with the structure itself, and maybe a little bit with the block palette. Like, maybe part of the mushroom got burnt, or it's just really hot so it got morphed or warped. I don't know, maybe it grew differently. And then next, I think we're gonna have another farm area beside that mushroom over there, and we connect the pathways up a little bit, maybe do some more path work and connect everything together. And right about here I was getting stumped, but I did have one more thing in mind for the library. I want to put a little mini library mushroom up there. That's not actually a half mushroom. I don't know what I'm going to do with the roof of it yet, or how the actual structure is going to be. So that's just kind of a placeholder for the area that it's going to be in. And we'll have pathways leading up to it. So at this point I kind of got stumped and, didn't know where to go from here, but we're going to eventually have a bridge and just ignore all that stuff in the top. I don't know what I was doing. So we're back, it's nighttime, and it is a lovely night, by the way. It's quiet, it's quaint. We got our home, which is actually kind of empty. These maps, this is actually the area where that spiral tower we're building is. The map isn't updated, but we did clear out a lot of area for it. That's the thingy I popped open in the nether. Isn't really helpful, is it? So we're gonna hop into a bit of a time lapse. I might talk over this one, but we have a lot we're gonna do this episode, so yeah, we'll either talk over this one or talk over the next one. Probably this one because it's the start of the episode, we wanna get some commentary in there and chit-chatty with you guys. Hey guys, welcome back. It's a few days later here, so I've already kind of edited through the time-lapse and everything, and I don't know, I tried a little something new with a little jumpy tempo bits. I don't know, maybe it's not even that noticeable, but maybe it's annoying, I don't know. But it took forever, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed spending so much of my time on that. A couple of small things have changed on the pathways. I made them quite a bit more uniform with just this light gray concrete powder and the gravel, and I took out quite a few of the flower pots in this hot springs. It's still, like, this hot springs is still pretty work in progress. I have to figure out, well, first I have to figure out what I'm doing with the overall terraforming of this island, and then I can like ease that into the terrain of this easier, and then maybe make some more man-made pathways. I don't think I like the vegetation that is there with these flower pots. Maybe a different kind of flower, maybe less of them, and I need to couple it with some other new additions. But we'll get into that when, you know, the time comes. Now, as you can see in the map, the paths are all quite a bit more uniform, and yeah, how is the island looking so far though? We've gotten quite a bit done. It has been a few days, but I mean, I was just waiting for the availability to be able to record this part and get into the next bit. But I'm very happy with the progress so far. I'm excited. I'm really excited to get into the terraforming of the island, and we're going to add a couple more things to this side of it. The other side has not really been worked on, and then there's this bit over there. And our interior is still unfurnished. we have been farming up a lot of materials though, and there's a bunch more down in those end. Ah, lovely. Well, the rain is actually somewhat fitting because all those materials are going to go into a project that I've been inspired by. I've been inspired by looking at Brutalist architecture. It's just, I don't know, it's a architectural thing that flourished in the 1960s and some time frame I can't remember. But that's what our build up here is going to be, and that's what the library is going to be. I was playing around in creative for quite a long time, and I think I finally got a design that I like and that is gonna do us good. You know, actually, I don't think I'll do much of the building on camera. We don't need that. I'm probably just gonna time lapse the majority of it and do a little like talk over it. Time is kind of semi-limited right now to record audio, and I want to and need to get into the actual building. So jeez, where's all my stuff? So I'm just gonna time-lapse most of it, and really it's pretty straightforward. There's quite a bit of complexity to the design, but it's really you'll see as we go, right? But I think I'm hoping that I nailed the kind of the theme that I was going for pretty well. I spent a long time in my creative world just trying to figure out different designs. I'll overlay a couple of failed and flawed designs right now, and that'll kind of give you the idea of the color palette that we're using and the general feel of the builds though. This looks really cool. Does this look really cool? Yeah, this looks really cool. But yeah, we're just gonna hop into it now, alright? We're gonna get into it, we're gonna build it, it's gonna be cool, and so here at the start and the part of the time-lapse that I'm going to be talking over, I'm just figuring out the layout of how this build is going to fit on the island. What I ended up doing was lowering an entire half of it down a couple of blocks, and it's sort of like two buildings connected together. You'll see how that works out. I do think it worked though, and of course you'll see that. I want to mention though that I am sorting out some stuff in my personal life, but it's going well, so that might and probably will influence the speed of these uploads, so maybe something to look forward to. I mean, regardless, I'm still on track for my goal, right? It's one a month. I am putting a little more time into creating the episodes, so hopefully that shows. It's not a lot of time, so, you know, don't think I'm investing huge amounts of time into this, because I could certainly be investing more, but right now this is what's working for me, and I'm happy with it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. that's about all I have to talk about at the moment, so I'm just gonna let the time-lapse play out and enjoy. So there you have it. Yeah, it looks a little less imposing than it did in my creative world because I'll overlay a picture, but it was more flat. Obviously we have a lot of work to do on the terrain around it, and as I'm walking around here just talking about the build, I'll overlay some footage of some spectator mode shots so you get a better idea of the build. The idea here was, well, I was inspired by Brutalist architecture, and it's kind of a loose inspiration, of course, I guess, but I'm quite happy with how this looks. I mean, I'm really happy with it. I love this. Originally I went through a couple of designs and tore down a couple more that I didn't get pictures of, but I think you've seen those. They were in the video earlier. One of them had a tower, and I had windows on this originally and on this, but I like it a lot better without the windows. It's more, I don't know. But we still have a ton of stuff that we're gonna, well, not a ton. We still have quite a bit of stuff that we're gonna add to this. I have a bunch of ideas to meld it into the mushroom biome environment here, and that will come. This whole building might not even be accessible. It might be more of like a statue, but the library itself is going to go beneath this. We have all this room under here. I mean, we have the whole mountainside and underground. It's not going to be huge. I'm trying to limit myself and keep it reasonably small. And I did say that I would finish the library build this video, but I mean, things turned out differently, and I expected this build to actually be the library. But since it isn't, you know, it's all good. We're gonna go through the books at the end of the episode today, though, because we have two. One, we need to go through Oswin the Wild, a book from Lux. He's another channel on here, and we were gonna go through that in another, like, episode 10, but I keep spacing it, and yeah, we're gonna do that at the end of the episode today. But next episode, I'm gonna attempt to do more building on camera and not break my ankles. I'm gonna try and focus on the terraforming of this. I want to get an idea of what I'm gonna do with the island overall. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll kind of brainstorm some plans and stuff at the start of the next episode, and then once we get like the idea of what we want to do for terraforming, we can start on this side of the island. We also want to fix up the hot springs. We want to get that done, make sure we're happy with it. I really love how it's turning out so far, but I don't like the vegetations that I've added yet. I mean, you know, a bunch of stuff. I'll get into that next episode. Farm up our nether wart and all that good stuff. Could always use some more of this. Also, I really need to get some villagers set up on this island. I mean, we'll definitely delve into that a little bit next episode, even if we don't like actually get them down yet, but we're gonna go over kind of what we're gonna have on this island. But yeah, that about does it for this episode. I'm gonna get some stuff sorted out for the library. Also, let me know what you think of this. I haven't really seen it before. I like it. I really like it. And we're gonna do so much with this. Like, design structure, we have a lot of stuff that we can do. And I have other builds that I've been playing with in creative, and with windows, and it's gonna be great. There's so much we can do with this. Something I want to do in this series, I should maybe mention right now, is some mega builds. You know, that's what they're kind of coined as, I guess. That is something that I do want to do in the future. This is a series that's probably going to be going on for a very long while, even if the uploading speed isn't the most spectacular. But I am here to stay, so don't you guys worry. Unless, of course, something terrible happens to my health. And, now I'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. Welcome to Storytime with DopeyPear, a brand new show and series that I'm kidding. I'm not gonna read the entirety of this book because, I mean, on one hand, I'm guessing nobody wants to listen to that, and on the other, it would take a little while. Now, if in the future you do want me to read fully these comments for the library, even if they're longer, then let me know and I shall do that. But for this one, I'm gonna flip right through it, and well, if you want to read it and it's too fast for you, go ahead and slow down the video or pause it, and I'll be right back when I'm done. Enjoy the book. This book itself is by Lux, but Lux has a channel with his friend Kopna, and if you're hankering for some more content, check them out. They're good. It's good stuff. I enjoy it. And the book is Oswin the Wild by Lux. Oswin the Wild by Lux. Woo. I'm really happy to have this for the library, and I mean, it's awesome. I think I already beat it to death though in like the last time I talked about it, so yeah. The next book is a comment for the library by YouTube user Unbelievable Gallon. I think he actually has a channel too, so yeah, that's something. And it's a quote by Mark Twain. A public library is the most enduring of memorials, the trustiest monument to the preservation of an event or a name or an affection. For it, and it only, is respected by wars and revolutions, and survives them. Mark Twain. And this is where it's from. And courtesy of Unbelievable Gallon, 9/20/2017. Awesome. And that pretty much wraps up Storytime with DopeyPear. It's a little bit of a ghetto setup, but yeah. We got our magenta carpets in lieu. How do you say that? In light of the color for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, let me know. If you want to see more is coming, and yeah. Can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Again, love talking to you in the comments, anything like that, and see you later, taters. Grade A poem, right?